I don't want to write my name on sand, where the wind comes and blow it away. I want to write my name on stone.
I'm an ardent Fiji fan. Win or lose, I will always go for Fiji. Fiji is the best in the world of sevens.
Rugby sevens means a lot of different things to the people of Fiji.
It's part of our blood in Fiji.
The flair that they have now, it's inborn. And you go around to villages, you see them just running around wild.
Every man, woman and child, they all know everything about the team because they follow it so fanatically because it's their team.
New Zealand considers rugby as second to religion. In Fiji, it is sevens that is number one.
Start from the small children. When they start growing up in school, they play with coconut and bottles. That's why it's natural, and they always watch rugby sevens a lot.
It's like the Jamaican sprinters. It's one of those stories where you have this team from the islands and this spiritual, mythical creation, really, of these boys that can do amazing things against teams that are more developed, have more money, have more backup, have more things in every category except that ability and that heart and that nation behind them. I think lots of other teams can say that they're doing it for their countries, but this is actually the case here. It's hard to quantify, but everybody on the island is behind this team, and it's so unique. For me, the simple life is the beautiful life, and that transfers onto the field. So my leadership is a simple style, it's simple leadership, and it's the obvious. It's getting the best out of people to get the best out of them on the pitch. It's teamship, it's loyalty. You don't need a software program or a sports scientist telling you, what they should be eating or drinking. You can do all that simply. And we've proven that as a team, that having a simple framework, having simple leadership, having simple practices can get you to the very top of the game and can keep you there and can actually push the boundaries on how this game's being played.
I am sure the wishes of the people, the heart of the people are with the boys out there on the field, making them strong. And my prayers every day is for the Lord to look after these boys.
These boys come from perhaps some of the lowest start points, in life, and they reach some of the highest points in sporting terms for them. And it's an amazing journey for all of them, and also the nation.
That fear can't let anyone down. People are all watching at home. Everybody's watching. Everyone you've ever met around Fijian rugby that you've worked with, lived with, they're all there. They might not be there on the pitch, they're there watching that moment for you, and you don't get up. Everybody sees it. You don't make that pass, you don't give it that energy. Everybody sees it.
When we go out there and we just do our thing, I think it's going to be beautiful.
It's really just a humbling experience when you look back at the way you grew up as a kid and the way you wanted to follow your idols, but now you get to live it. And it's just the same sensation, but there's more enjoyment out of it because you're really living and playing the moment.
Fijians, they just play this complete opposite style of rugby that really no one in the world plays.
I say to lots of people that I feel like I didn't know my true belonging until I came here to Fiji, and I don't know if I got all of the Fijian flair in my genetics, but yeah, it's certainly a part of me, and to be in this environment around the most talented players in the world is, it's just incredible.
And the way we play, you know, through chaos comes order. We play a chaotic game, but for us that's an ordered game. You know, we know what we're doing. We are so unpredictable to other teams that it makes us, you know, a very, very tough opponent, a hard enemy to fight.
In terms of size and power, we've got it in the spades. In terms of this technical aspect of the game, the line-out, you know, we've got a foot to a man across the board. So, you know, we need to utilise that, and we also want quick balls so we can play high-tempo rugby. You know, I think if we play to our best attributes, which is one of those is our height, you know, there's no reason why we can't win. Clean line-out ball every time, and also we're physically more powerful than other teams.
We never hit you where you'd expect. We surprise and we evade. You know, we're this group that will come in and launch attacks from all over the place and never settle down. You'll be chasing shadows when we're on form. And if something happens on the field that's unpredictable, we'll react quicker. It's what they're used to, it's how we play, and it provides a very successful platform to play the game. Things like the cyclone knitted the boys even tighter.
You get knocked down maybe more times than you can count, but you know, to get back up is really a testament to, you know, what kind of person you are. To see the reaction of people with houses destroyed, you know, nothing left, and still they have their TV on and they're still cheering, and you know that rugby is something else to the people of Fiji.
You know, I've never had a group of players that have laughed as much and they're happy. They're probably the poorest group of players I've ever coached as well, yet they're certainly the happiest. And I think in rugby terms that's meant they're really resilient, they're robust, they're very grateful for what they've got. They're incredibly excited about this trip to Rio. For them this is beyond excitement. I can hand on heart now say that the team that we're taking to Rio might not win a gold medal, but we're not going to get tripped up by something that we didn't do or a drop in values that we did earlier on in the season or in our preparation that will come back at us in Rio. We've got a side that understand what's required of them. This is our chance to really show people that have never seen Fijian rugby played before exactly what everybody's on about, why we're so different. And none of us want to lose that opportunity. We want to just show Fijian sevens and Fijian rugby, and therefore the island of Fiji at its very best.
So we're on the dunes, the unbelievable sand dunes, but they're also pretty lung-searing for the boys. It's hard to recreate unless you're here yourselves, but the flood of lactate into your legs is just phenomenal. I mean, it just swamps your whole body, and you know, in sevens you get that as well, but not to how quickly it suddenly turns over it up here. So your legs get strong fast up here.
Obviously the base work we've done in the last 4 weeks has really helped them to recover quicker from the reps that we're doing at the hills. So yeah, they're doing well. But as I said, it's a painful experience.
Yeah, the guys are extremely fit. You know, they can run all day, and their repeat speed's unbelievable.
There's nowhere to hide. You have to get the job done. You do it as a team, and it's been, you know, a key part of our success over the last couple of years is coming up here.
You know, when we do the sand dunes and some of the boys look like they're just running up a hill, you know, it doesn't even, you know, affect them in the sands.
Many Fijian teams have come up here in the past, and it's just staggeringly tough and it's staggeringly beautiful.
My aim was to play in the Olympics. It's now or never. So I'm trying my best to get into the team, because I don't know, maybe the next Olympic I won't be here. So this is my only chance, so I'll make sure I'll be in the team and play.
For us to be given this chance to represent our country is a good opportunity to fly our flag high in the world stage.
My mom and dad will be tears flowing from their eyes when they see me walking out on an Olympic stage. It's just a major achievement, and they'll be speechless, you know, for somebody from my family to even be in the Olympics.
Give your best. Your best is all we need. Whether we come up on top or we come out right at the bottom, your best is always what we require.
Never dreamt of it. Never thought that I'd be an Olympian. But yeah, I'd be really thankful to the Lord for the journey He's taken me through.
My family will be proud of me, because that's what my dad said every day.
Even like last year after the World Cup, he said, World Cup is over, I want you to be in the Rio squad. I said, don't worry. If that's God's will for me, then I'll work hard, don't worry.
It's just gripped hold of this nation, and it's always done that. And Hong Kong, I guess, proved the pivot, the high in the past. And now we've got the Olympic Games, and that supersedes everything.
That saying that was said way back in the 70s by Graham Egan, give the ball to a Fijian on an open prairie, hard to contain them.
Yeah, we'll expect teams to try different things against us, and we'll be prepared for it.
Every time we go there to win. And that's what people, I think, back us up on, because they know we can do that, bring home the glory and just put this little dot of an island up there in the world stage.
They are going to win. And when they win, they come back, there'll be a big celebration in Fiji.
There's definitely something about our journey that's got fate involved. Yeah, I got a feeling we'll be lucky in Rio. Good, lovely. Lovely. Oh, I like that one. That's good, Billy boy. It's been 3 years hard work that we've got to this point now, and now we've obviously got a small matter of 6 games. It's ridiculous. Doing all this hard work, we're working, all of us are working our asses off and doing what we can. It's for 6 games of sevens rugby, but I hear they're all pretty important, so we've got to do our thing. There are going to be no what-ifs tonight. No what-ifs, Vinaka. So pick your shirt up, put it on with pride, and let's go and put in a performance.
When we came up to line up in the tunnel, it was something else for me. It's like I was just happy inside, like, you know, something inside I couldn't keep down.
They were almost in this trance, this higher plane. When they're like that, no one can touch them.
It's like it just made me want to laugh. I don't know what it was, but, you know, it was just something else. It's like inside them, it's like I just wanted to smile, and I saw the boys and they were smiling. And when the Great Britain side walked in, you know, we looked at them, oh, here they are. They were so focused, they were like ready for the final. But when I looked at us, it was like, you know, we were going for a training run or something, because people were just relaxed, just, okay, just smile, let's just go in and enjoy it. And it was just something I'll never experience again, you know.
I think going back to all this stuff that we do together, I think it does suddenly get us into this zone where we just function above everyone else.
A Fijian team, when they are relaxed, smiling, when they are enjoying themselves, the team they are facing had better not treat that as a sign of weakness, because that's when the Fijian boys are really on point.
You could see it, you know, it was ridiculous. You know, Semi Kunatani was going through brick walls. So was Leone. They were staying on their feet, they were controlling things, and that was just about getting everything right, ready for that last game. If you're going to win a gold medal, you've got to have your best at last, and we did that.
To our victorious Fiji Rugby Sevens team, who have just returned from Rio, Vinaka for representing us with pride in flying the Fiji flag.
As soon as we got into Fiji, it's like, yes, now I know that we won, just because of the reaction of the people.
But now it gives me great pleasure to invite the Fiji Rugby Sevens team
to see people in your homeland so prideful of what we've done and how happy everybody was, and, you know, the occasions going on. It really just dawned on us how big it is, and what it meant to the people of Fiji.
The spin-off for me is the youth generation, seeing Fijians lifting titles on global level, winning gold medals at the Olympics and going, well, why can't I go and get that degree and become a doctor? Why can't I start up that company? Why can't I fulfill my dreams? I see it in this creative youth in Fiji. They have a drive, this next generation, and hopefully this will be another thing that will push people forward on the island to achieve greatness.
For me, when I look at that medal personally, I look at the journey God's taken me through my ups and through my down, and I'll have it with me for the rest of my life, and I hope God gives me children that I can share it with them, and probably I have grandchildren, and that medal will be around. Even if I'm gone, that medal will be around with my family, just to remind them that part of a family member won gold in the Olympics, and to inspire future colonial generations that are coming up, that they too can do it, and for them to know that they come from a great sporting family. And I hope I can be remembered that way, and that medal should be remembered that way too, and it's with the family.
Vinaka.